we're live. Let's get this junk started.
Woo!
All right. Jeremy, could you please roll a d20?
Oh, why you do this to me?
He got the 10! He got the 10!
Oh, nice. I just scrolled up.
We were all complaining about me not getting the 10, but I was like, Jeremy will get the 10. It's fine.
So you
Dan,
know who got a 20?
Dan, who would you like to give the recap?
Oh.
I don't know if he's still thinking or if he's muted.
Diov, you take good notes, right? You know,
Jesus Christ, it's always Jesse. The answer is always Jesse. Lord have mercy. We finished. We were in the prison, trying to break out. Dude Love, also known as the Devil Lord of Contracts and Betrayal. We met some cool characters, and we also met Seagal Steven. We followed the lottery winner to a cell embodied by a huge shadow giant who was being tortured for what looked like many years because he had syringes and all throughout his body, and freed him, turned him into a chicken and or something along those lines, and then took him and the rest of them to our little hideout in the northern wastes of the area of the Shadow Plane that we're in. Everybody had a really nice, long, and delicious dinner, followed by cocktails afterward, and then everyone went to bed and had a 3-course breakfast when they woke up. And we are, if I remember correctly, we just opened up the door between Bhranti and Quatmus, Zutor. Quatmus is the other one.
Zutor.
And yeah, so we've just opened up the door to this strange area, and that's where
As you all
we also got word that it's not going so great.
oh yeah,
over with our other group.
Lady Luck is pissed.
Goddess of Hope, yep.
And that she's kind of turned into like the goddess of war.
All right, so let me change the music because we need the dramatic effect. You guys open the door, and it opens up similar to how you open up a Skyrim door when you have a claw. And as it opens, you can see before you a long arched hallway with 4 pillars on either side, 8 pillars total, with sconces lit ablaze with some sort of a ethereal electric light inside of the sconce. You can see that there are 4 doors, 2 to the north, 2 to the south, and then a door directly to the west for the 5th door. It is barred. You can see right through it. On the other side of the barred door, all the way to the west, you can see what looks to be a shrine, a actual statue dedicated to what you presume to be Artificius, the god of innovation. Excuse me. As Zutor and you all enter, Zutor just says, all right, well, we just gotta find the Orb of Returning and get the hell out, right?
That's the plan.
As you turn again to look at the west side where the statue is, you see a mist form at the edge of the hall. It begins to congeal a little bit into the center of the hallway directly in front of you. It begins from the bottom and works its way to the top, and you can tell that it's starting to form a humanoid-like shape. You see leather shoes. You see robes, mystical robes. You see wrinkled hands. You see strong, thin shoulders. And finally, you see the head that forms before you. And you see an older man with arcane scars, and his face with a twisted smile. Parker Van Horn stands in front of you.
Kaelor, what level of overload are you at?
Kaelor said that he'd be muting periodically because of a work thing. So he might type it instead. Overload level 2.
Does that give you the ability to basically have detect magic on all the...
He's probably checking right now. If I remember correctly, that is correct. I think that he does have detect magic. Detect, yeah, there you go. Within that range, Kaelor, you detect illusion magic. Thank you for all the overloads. Kaelor might whisper to the rest of you, it's an illusion magic.
Of course he's not really here. That would be brave of him.
I step forward. Does the image shift or follow or speak?
As you step forward, you see Parker Van Horn does shift and begin to speak. Hello. I wasn't fully expecting you to ever get to this point. I'm shocked you worked together. By my estimates, it looks like it took just over 800 years. Are you still bitter because I bested you? For years we played cards together, and not once did any of you utilize sheer intelligence and card counting. All of you ended up cheating at one point or another. But this goes far beyond our little card game. He kind of twists his fingers, rubbing them together, and then touches his forehead and looks back at you. When I combined my consciousness amongst the multiverse all those years ago, I gained something that none of you half-wits would ever have. Clarity. A clarity of how the universe should be. I saw it all. Entropy, chaos, what could be and what should be. The only obstacle in my way was chaos. You see, when my beings coalesced, I became true chaos. And I am all the chaos the multiverse will ever need. He then turns back, his back to you, and he looks at the statue beyond the bars to the west. Poor Artificius. He was one that I was hopeful would side with me. He actually had intelligence, unlike you lot. He and I were calculating the probabilities of each card drawn during our games. I don't know what he saw in you. Know that if you use his Orb of Returning, he will never make it back. Sacrificing your only shared ally. Ah, it's poetic, actually. And in a quick little display of magic, the illusion drops in a lot of sparks and just peters out.
Speaking from experience, it takes a special kind of idiot to see the universe, the makings of the universe itself, and try to capture them for your own purposes.
I do remember our card games. Parker was very smart, and he'd get really mad whenever something improbable would happen.
Now, you all keep saying card games. We've been assuming that you're talking about an orgy.
No, we never had an orgy. He kind of gives a wink.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
I think Reed did one too.
Assisted insight check.
I think Reed's was for Parker.
Oh, Bhranti, what were you trying to get?
I was trying to see if he was being honest, but then I realized it's an illusion. I don't know if you can necessarily incite an illusion, but that would be up to you.
Yeah, I mean, what are you trying to see about honesty? Like, what
The
are you sus
if
about?
about the god that would be trapped here if we took the orb.
Go to the secondary voice channel.
Okay.
Concerned.
All right. As for Muad and Spider, you guys do an insight check, and I mean, yeah, no orgy.
Okay.
I definitely think there is a way to retrieve the orb of returning and to free artificers. Artificers.
We have a soul, right?
Sure. We're just gonna go ahead and put that on the table in front of this demon lord who's at like a quarter health. Is kind of something had been keeping from him last session, but
Were we?
You have the soul of Artificius?
no, definitely not. Lie.
I have a couple souls. One of them ought to be named Artificius.
Deception check. He has a plus 15.
Okay, hold on.
24.
Wow, that's actually beatable. All right, just loading it up.
Oh, yeah. Mod.
Oh, wow!
Shit. All right, keep your secrets then.
Oh, well, now that we have your permission, thank you very much. Shall we choose a door and see where it leads?
Why not just go straight through the bars? Don't you have magic or something?
Detect magic on the bar.
Yeah, as you do. They do have a lock on them. A simple knock spell would open it.
Right. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna just hit the bars with a knock spell. This place was created by a mad evil mage.
Do a history check on this temple.
Well,
Well,
let me use my temple inside my brain really quick.
With that history check, you see the iconography of all the different areas on the walls and the pillars in front of you, and you get the idea that this actually was a place of worship for Artificius. And you can see how on each pillar, like on this pillar is looks like chaos and demons, and this one looks like chaos and angels, and it's about chaos. And as it progresses further and further, you can see the angels and demons of good and evil and the chaos becomes more ordered and more structured, and neutrality becomes more of the theme as you get closer to Artificius, towards his sanctum.
Zudor, I'm assuming you and your friends have not seen the Mechanist God since your transport here.
No, we haven't. Didn't even know that he was here, honestly.
Interesting. All right. Knock.
All right. You cast knock, and as you do, the gate just, you hear a satisfying click, and a bunch of gears and chains begin to move and moves until the gate is unlocked, but still needs to be lifted up. It's like a portcullis. And you can see on the other side the shrine dedicated to Artificius.
May I make a traps check as we approach?
Investigation or perception, whichever you prefer. As you do an investigation check, you notice that there are a lot of pipes as well as lines coming from different parts of the temple leading to this room and going directly into the contraption of gears and whirls and all sorts of other things at the far end of his shrine. It kind of is reminiscent of that massive giant-ass golem that you guys went inside, and you noticed that all the pipes and gears were kind of running towards like a control center. Except that was more of an internal thing. These are external. Like, you don't see the insides of the pipes. You don't see the exposed chains, but you can see them as they get to the actual shrine itself and the statue itself.
Given my specialty with cloning, does this seem to be some kind of like life support system that is being fed from different rooms of the temple?
This would be I will allow a medicine check to figure that one out.
Yes. What?
Can I at least get a
I can
intelligence
help you with
based
that.
medicine check?
I will allow an intelligence-based medicine, yeah. And
Or-
yes, brought to you.
Yeah, I'll help Bhranti then.
Okay.
34.
Bhranti, so you've seen Diov's clones probably a few times before, and you know what the rooms entail. There's nothing biologic about this. It's all mechanical and very ordered in that way. But it does seem like kind of a jump start, a way for this being to come to life, if it were working properly. But everything's innate right now. Everything is not on, not working, nothing's running. But there is potential.
I think we might have to perhaps clear the rooms in here and maybe releases magic that would power Artificius until he can perhaps wake up.
Bhranti, your passive perception hears the humming, the only thing that you can really hear, which is coming directly from the statue. Inside the chest cavity, you can see a shimmer of light.
I believe with my obviously very high intelligence, I'm going to guess that the orb of returning is inside Artificius' chest.
Well, then, why don't we just go take it?
Can I check out the
And leave him here abandoned? That does not seem kind or wise.
I mean, are we on a timeline? Do we have to be somewhere?
Not really, no.
I beg to differ. I think there are some gods that know where we are, that are headed our way, and we need to get our bargaining chip now.
Sutor, there is enough power in this room to put you in timeout if we need to, so just fall in line.
Intimidation check.
Can I assist?
Sure. Oh, no
Oh,
need.
that's an investigation.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, shit. Oh, intimidation's way different.
I was gonna say there's no fucking way. Here we go. That's more like it.
All right. This is a plus 15, so Bhranti...
I said sit down.
Oh, sorry, you thought I was talking about me. No, I was talking about her.
He does not like the way I feel, like when he has to touch me. So I just I hold out like one finger and do the I'm not touching you, like little kid thing.
I'm not touching you.
He seems very not afraid, but he respects Bhranti a lot more. He seems annoyed by Spider and Diov. His disposition towards Spider and Diov is lessened, and I'll make note of that.
Yeah. Listen, I know, but we have to at least try. I mean, we've spent so much time rescuing. Oh, did Jesse leave us? I'm trying to diatribe, Jesse.
I lost internet.
Excuse me.
It was
I was
me.
like, I understand, but we spent all of this time here trying to get everybody back, and it feels to cheapen our victory if we do not at least make an effort on returning Artifice to his correct domain.
All right, all right.
So,
Well then, let's not dilly-dally. Let's go.
okay.
Can I check the mech?
Dramaturgy. Doors open.
What'd you say,
Can I
Mod?
check the mech up? Can I check the mech first to see like if there's anything wrong with it? Say if we remove it, the body explodes.
Sure. I would allow. This is a weird one because it's mechanical. I would allow Arcana or Medicine, for you to do your check on it.
Take a +8.
Guidance.
All right, so that's a 29 plus guidance, so you're gonna get over a 30. All right, 30. As you look it over, you can tell that there are some very important things missing, and it's obvious. There are pieces of this mech that need to be running. Just like you have a soul. Obviously, it needs a soul as well. How you get that soul into this body is unknown based on what you see right here, right now. Even with the 30, it is beyond your comprehension. We're talking about a god, and this is... there is no slot. You do not see a slot for it. On top of that, there seems to also be mechanical veins, some sort of an alloy or metal or something that needs something. It needs something to flow through it, right? And then on top of that, it even has some sort of a processor, and it needs this processor to get its programming. And it seems that it's separate from the soul. So at least 3 items need to be figured out. The alloy for the veins and to run through it, its soul, as well as its program, or at least a remnant of its program. That's what you're able to get off with the 30.
Four doors, 3 things needed.
I start picking up random objects and seeing if they roughly look like the thing that fits in the slot.
You pick up like a brick, some rubble. Nothing seems to be.
Does this gear fit in here? No. What's this rock? No.
You do, Kaelor, because you did bring this up. You probably approach the altar right here, and you do see there is quite a bit of what do you call it? Offerings. And of the offerings, you notice that there are 3 bottles that you recognize, and they are these: oil of sharpness, an oil of slipperiness, and sovereign glue.
Can I look through this door to just see perhaps what's yonder?
All right, let me reveal the area.
Wait.
Ponder what's yonder.
Ponder what's yonder.
So.
Oh
So,
yeah. Okay. I honestly only remember what's in this room because it was just so goofy.
Sorry, Kaelor, go ahead.
Guys, Van Horde was trying to make the multiverse better with chaos, right? I mean, I don't know. Maybe I didn't remember. I didn't fully understand the conversation, but I remember once some guy at a bar telling me about something similar to this. He was talking about something called like the hot death of the universe. Something about how eventually chaos increases until everything stops moving, but then it was confusing because like that sounds like the opposite of chaos. I didn't really understand it. Do you think that's what he's trying to do?
I mean, either that or trying to condense the power of every version of himself in the multiverse down into a single vessel, which there have been wizards who have touted with certain magics to, of compression, same kind of thing as the the bubble dimensions that we create and go into every once in a while, but compressing them down. And when you compress matter far enough, it can have drastic effects.
Well, yeah,
But-
it sounds like a ticking time bomb.
I mean, well, yeah, but I mean, would that be his goal after merging himself? Because I remember him going on the whole rant about that. Also, if he's ever a big dum-dum at some point, make sure you kill him right away. Because, oh boy, did we waste that chance one time.
Oh, I was actually just remembering that. I think that out of all of our characters, you're the only one that's actually confronted him.
Yeah.
And you blew it.
Oh,
As
so
you look,
it's your fault.
as you look to the south door that Bhranti just opened, you can see a room with stone walls. Ooh, actually, I have a picture. Woo! Where is it? There we go. You see a room in front of you that has an arcing spherical ball of electricity. You also notice that there are ash piles on the ground in the shape of a humanoid. The static and the electricity of this room is fierce. It seems very strong.
Like one
And-
snap and you're going to cause a fire.
More like disintegrate.
Nice. I go to jokingly pick up Kaelor to like toss him in to see what happens.
Do an athletic
But
check.
Bhranti would never. But like as a gag, you know. Just a little gag.
Athletics check. We'll say
Oh yeah.
DC 15, and you like pick him up by the.
Perfect.
No. You try to
Yeah,
get a
he-
wedgie, but you accidentally pinch his butt.
My bad. My bad. Abort! Abort! Abort!
I mean, I'm not really sure how I feel about it yet, but I didn't know you were interested in me that way.
Okay. That was a slip. Anyway, Diov, do be careful. I don't think that is a good thing to be anywhere close to.
Kind of reminds me of one of my balls of doom.
That is true, but less. Your Ball of Doom seems more dreadful. This one seems a lot more alive. For, I
Lightning-y?
guess. Yeah, for
Mo-
lack of a better term.
Mod, since construct seems to be your forte, perhaps you would investigate this with me and see if we can figure out if this is part of one of the things we need or one of the things we need in general.
I do. I'll help. I mean, I think I'm a little out of my element here. This is brand new to me, in
Maud,
particular.
you may do an Arcana check, but you get advantage. Only you.
Guidance.
All right, so
42.
34 plus
Add it
2
on?
is... Oh, plus all that. You know for certain that this is a place for the soul to be harbored. However, it is very delicate and unstable. It is nothing like you've ever seen before. The amount of energy going into this is quite intense. You know,
How are you
working
going to
with
talk
souls-
about me like I'm not right here? Delicate and unstable.
You know that this sort of an apparatus, it can be lethal in the wrong hands for someone who doesn't know anything about what they're trying to do. But you have handled souls before in the past, and you are welcome to attempt to place that soul into the apparatus in a careful way to allow it to be lodged and begin working. You see pipes leading away from this room towards the west side of the room that you noticed before, and you assume that that is exactly what this is for.
Should we wait and put it in last then? Because the soul is only of one thing that is missing, correct? There are others, which I'm assuming these rooms hold this secret. I wouldn't want his soul to return to a body that is incomplete.
I mean, it doesn't really hurt, and we might be able to ask a question.
Right.
That's fair.
I might not be the best at Arcana, but I'm just trying to wrap my head around this. So is this an avatar of the god, or is this the god's actual body and his actual entire soul?
He is like me, but a god.
So we do think it is his actual body.
Gotcha. So that's what a god soul looks like.
Fuck yeah. Thank you. Jeremy just brought me pizza.
Oh, fuck yeah.
I wonder how big of a soul coin it.
Soul coins are surprisingly one size fits all. I don't get how that works, but I mean, it works.
Bhranti, what is that religion check for?
Does the body actually look like the god?
So you are pretty certain that the body is the statue over by the shrine.
Okay, yeah. I do believe that is his actual physical form.
Yeah, let's put the soul in first. What's the worst that could happen?
All right.
Oh dear.
Can I make an intelligence check on that to see what the worst would be?
Oh, you already know because you rolled a 40 or whatever it was. So you know that in order for this to occur, you need either you need an Arcana check. You need, and the DC is 40. Muad, you are the only one with advantage. If it's 5 or lower, you take 20d10 lightning damage. If it's 10 or lower, you, on top of getting lightning damage, you get a mad roll, so you could go mad. On a 15 or lower, your soul is placed in the receptacle, and you are no longer a part of the game.
Yeah, all right. I meant more worst case scenario, putting the soul in first rather than last.
Oh, It's
really.
one of the things that lead to the main room, but you know that it won't work unless you have the 3 items that were given.
All right, yeah, we should probably do this one last.
Oh. Do you think we're supposed to glue it in with this? As I hold up the sovereign.
No.
Actually, that's a masturbatory aid.
Yeah.
I almost just choked. Oh, that's so funny. All right. You open up this door, excuse me, and you see in front of you, there seems to be, this room is hot. It is like roiling hot. And you can see what looks to be a cage in the center of the room connected by multiple chains on different parts of the walls. 6 chains to be exact. You notice that there are levers upon the chain, and down below this kind of pit, from where you are, there are bars going across, and I'm actually going to draw one so that you understand what I mean. I'm going to do white. One is going this way, another one is going that way, and they're at different levels. So like one might be 1 foot up, the other one, and it's inside the pit below where the lava is. And you're noticing this is a complex contraption in essence. It's not just about pressing levers and things. You have to do things in the correct order in order to do it. In order for it to be lowered, and you have to open up those bars and then lock it into place.
Is there any indication on the levers, symbols, different metal alloys used that would indicate their order?
There are symbols, and it's simple things like copper, aluminum, aluminium, silicon, things like that. Different metal types, but in terms of order, you've no idea.
What about the atomic number of each of them?
Not given. And judging by your investigation check, Bhranti, you do notice that the ground is cracked and very hot. You feel like any amount of weight in the wrong spot, you're going into lava.
Well, what a lovely spa day. So why I thought this room was so goofy, because you probably can't tell, and I didn't think you would. Inside the cage is a toy doll.
And inside the cage is a toy mechanical doll.
And I just like put a little doll in there, and I just like wanted you to like see it and be like, what the fuck? Because I don't
Let me
know.
see if I can zoom in.
You can see like her head and stuff,
Oh yeah,
but
you
like
can.
the cage kind of like covers most of it. So I just thought, I was like, what kid was so dumb that we would spend a lot of time trying to figure out if I put it in this game. Let's just, I'm gonna check out the, can we check out the other two rooms? That way we could perhaps then come to a moment of study.
All right. Speaking of study, as you open this room, you see before you what looks to be a multitude of bookshelves.
Oh,
And
Candle
where we
Knights.
covered in cobwebs, and many different books are scattered all over the place.
I study myself on Kaelor's.
You hear a crack.
I might. Maybe there's a user manual in there. I'm gonna go look for one.
Oh, please be careful. Okay. Next room, I suppose.
I go in and start. Well, actually, wait.
Do you go in? Should we just waltz right in? I don't think so.
You know,
Is our book golem friend here? That's like
He's
from a
not.
different.
okay, but what's so dangerous about some books?
Well, there are dead bodies on the floor. So,
Both Kaelor and I have detect magic up. Is there anything specific in this room that we see?
There are a few books that are lighting up as magical.
I thought they were just decorations.
you thought the dead bodies were decorations.
Well, yeah. I mean, like like.
Okay, Kaelor, in the
Have,
corner, I would like you to sit with that thought.
have you ever been to like the nice little garden yard of a nice little fungal-lit cottage? I mean, they had lots of like potted dead bodies with mushrooms growing on them.
I don't think those are fake either.
Well, I mean, yeah, obviously they're not fake, because then how would the mushrooms grow on them?
Right. Can I start mage handing the magical books out?
All right. As you begin picking up the magical books, there are quite a few that you pick up. Some of them on mechanical items and how to create them. And as you open up the book, it's like a kind of a it reads it to you. Another one is Braille, and again, it kind of says it to you. Another one is about what do you call it? Gears and all the different types of engineering that can go into a mechanical construct. An artificer's workbook, sort of like a wizard's spell book, but in this case it has artificer spells. And then the last one is indeed one of the more bigger ones. It's actually more than 10 pounds, so you're going to need to actually go in there to get it. But it is on a pedestal, and it does look to be like a user manual for Artificius.
Is there magic on the pedestal?
On the pedestal, no. On the book, yes.
Cool, Jesse. Cool. I firebolt the pedestal to knock the book off.
As you firebolt the pedestal, it quickly breaks, and the book falls down with a very loud thud.
Kaelor, go fetch that for me, please.
Sure.
Kaelor, you grab it?
Make a
Yep.
DC 50 wisdom.
No, it's only a little bit. So I'm gonna need. Yeah, it's a wisdom save. Give me a wisdom save, please.
Did it roll? Okay, try again.
I'm gonna keep that 10. Kaelor, as you pick up this book, you immediately feel inclined to begin reading it.
Okay.
As you begin reading it and reading it and reading it, you're probably speaking it out loud, and Diov, as you're listening to it, it sounds like it's making a lot of logical sense. It's about the neutral and logic nature of Artificius and what he stands for, and why a balance is always good to be is not good. It's just part of the universe, and his job is to keep that balance and to create innovation. He believes that he is the opposite of war. In the fact that the opposite of war is not peace, it is innovation, invention, creating, and he believes that he is that. But being neutral and staying true to that and being balanced is really important for Artificius. It also goes into detail about what else that Artificius needs in order to be summoned, like a ritual that his followers would do in order to summon him, and the actual process to do it. And from there, it actually describes about the soul and the alloys, as well as a what do you call it? An upload from another mechanical being that is a follower of Artificius. Usually one of his most devout followers are the ones that have to upload his information. And Kaelor, as you are reading this, please for me make a investigation check DC 40. If you fail by 5 or more, bad things happen. And if you fail by 10 or more, really bad things happen. And if you fail by 15 or more, really, really bad things happen.
I'm so sorry I sacrificed your character.
Okay. Well, here it goes. Let's hope I don't die.
Oh my Jesus Christ.
Oof.
All right. Well, I guess the first thing is you're going to take 20d10 psychic damage, because the logic
No.
and the all of the information that you are reading so quickly, Diov, you're noticing Kaelor is getting faster and faster and faster as he's reading it, describing all these things and reading page by page and page by page, and it's just going. It's going way too fast. He's absolutely losing his mind at this point.
I knew I should have done the shadow form thing before.
Kaelor, please take 110 points of damage. On top of that, go ahead and roll me a d100 while I get the thingy up.
He dropped the book.
He's holding on to the book and reading it very fervently. Fervently? Sure. Go ahead and roll that d100 for me, Kaelor, whenever you get a chance.
Oh,
91.
I hope that's good. Hope
I
high
don't
is
think
good.
any of them are good.
This is for the madness.
Uh-oh. 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 All right. Well, we'll see how long it lasts. Oh, Jesus. Kaelor, you have lost your ability to speak for 100 hours.
Uh-oh.
You can no longer speak. If you have a spell that has a V for verbal, you cannot use it.
Well, do you have subtle spell?
That's a good point.
As he goes
Oh, right.
silent,
You can't answer.
as he goes
Oh, no,
silent, I'm gonna step
we
into
have-
the room and I put my hand on his shoulder and be like, "The way your brain feels now, that's how my brain feels all the time."
Wait, there was one more thing. Psychic damage fell by 10 or more. Ooh. 15 or more, turn against your party for 1 minute in a fit of logic rage. All right, Kaelor, roll initiative.
Wait, 15 or more?
You failed by 15 or more. Roll initiative.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Roll initiative.
The rest of
Logic
you,
rage.
roll initiative. He is turned against you for 1 minute. So hope that he doesn't go first. And also he can't speak, so he's pretty neutered. And we'll see if you can just at least incapacitate him for like he has 36 hit points. You're probably gonna knock him unconscious. But we'll see how he rolls.
Yeah, you'll need to manually add me. I thought I had it clicked.
He has a 20. He's still beating everyone. So he'll probably get one good hit out of you guys.
Let's go, Spider.
Yeah, Spider, it's up to you.
Ah!
All right,
Oh,
Kaelor,
of
you
course.
cannot use verbal. What do you do? You cannot use a verbal spell unless you have subtle spell and you utilize it. What do you do in order to annihilate your companions?
And
in
technically,
one
I'm
turn?
right next to you.
You are, yes. You put your hand on his shoulder.
Okay. What kind of mental state am I in other than like the other than viewing them as enemies? Like I'm trying to get the vibe of how I'd go about this attack.
Lashing out. You're in such a rage. You've read too much. Your brain is just short circuiting, and you're lashing out. The highest amount of damage is what you want to do.
Okay. So that would take the epic spells out because I can't subtle spell them. From what I understand.
Woo.
So that would be a 9th level. I guess
9th level
disintegrate.
on Diov because he kind of just sent you in.
Yeah,
That's a logical thing to do.
It'd probably be a 9th level disintegrate. That's what it would be.
Can you
on
twin
him,
spell
on the
it?
one nearest. Let me see if I have enough points. I think I do. Or wait, oh, I don't think you can stack the
You only use one meta.
Yeah, I can do. You can do. From what I understand, you can do like a regular meta magic and an epic meta magic, but you can't do like double epic meta magic or like double regular meta magic.
Got it.
So yeah, so that would so subtle spelling would eat that up, and then yep, here it goes.
I'm gonna go
Launch
ahead and
it.
use my reaction to absorb the spell into my staff, gaining 9 charges and
Ah.
cancel its effect.
Fuck Diov.
I would not have been able to do that if I hadn't cast knock earlier.
Very nice.
And now it's just gonna make Kaelor extra mad at you.
Now the question is this a surprise round? And if it is, then you don't.
I
get
mean,
reactions.
we did just see him go fucking nuts.
I guess. All right, I'll allow it. All right.
We've been at this long enough. We kind of knew what was about to happen.
Bhranti, Muad, Diov, Spider, how do you subdue Kaelor?
I would
into a chicken.
walk up to Kaelor and I would cast Greater Restoration on him because I know that generally cures madness.
All right, you use that spell slot.
Yeah. Well, I guess I don't know. I mean, where is it? Thank you. Level. Time to petrified. One curse, including the time attunement. Add a reduction to the target's hit points. Oh, I guess it doesn't cure madness. Okay. Secondary thought. Calm emotions.
Okay, what's the save?
My save would be 26.
Wisdom.
Yes, I think. Let me see. Oh, is it a charisma? It is a charisma save.
Ooh, he's good at that. All right, Kaelor,
Yeah.
charisma. Nope,
That's a
not
fail.
good enough. All right, Kaelor, you begin to calm down and are no longer hostile. How long does this last?
Let's see. A minute. So I'm just trying to kind of suppress his anger and just to calm him down a little bit in hopes that it can kind of break the madness, although I don't think that's how it's going to work. It was just kind of a maybe don't disintegrate our friends.
With that, Kaelor takes a deep breath. He can't speak, but after about 60 seconds or so, his eyes kind of return to normal, no longer furrowing his brow, no longer foaming at the mouth. Still smells, but otherwise seems to have returned, but still cannot speak.
Kaelor, can I take a look at that book? I think kind of tough to you out there, buddy.
I had it over.
I don't want this book anywhere near me.
Oh,
It is, indeed.
Be careful. Still active.
Yep. Well, here's hoping.
What you doing?
You take hold of the book.
Okay. Wisdom save.
Resistance.
D4.
Yep. I will.
All right. 20 was what you needed.
Oh, thank God.
You are not forced to read it, but you are welcome to read it as you so desire.
I would like to read it.
Okay. As you begin reading it, it still is an investigation check with a DC of around 40 in order to make logical sense of it and not go mad like our friend Kaelor did.
Is the insanity through magical effect or just through the knowledge?
It's kind of both. It is magical in that sense. I'm gonna go with yes, it's magical.
I am
you
immune
have
to mind
advantage?
affecting spells and effects.
Oh,
Is
yeah,
this-
because he's a mutable form.
Epic?
Crown of Clarity.
Okay. I think I'm gonna allow it, because Kaelor got the brunt of it. So you can hear Muad, as you begin reading, what Kaelor was saying and was like gibbering really, really fast is true. It is a manual for how this ritual is going to go, and you learn precisely what you need to do and how you need to do it. The alloys in this room, how to maneuver the levers in a certain way in the correct orientation to make sure that it will actually allow the alloys to flow. You know that the soul goes right here, and you learn that it doesn't matter when you add the soul. You could add it now, you could add it at the very end, it's up to you. And then usually the final part of the ritual is indeed a connection with a high priest or a high servant of Artificius, a connection with that individual
It's
that
TikTok.
was created by Artificius.
TT!
He's in the last room. Well, hello, guys. I've been waiting for you.
The material plane.
You did send him to the material plane.
Shit. So is that in this room, or we gotta learn us more knowledge?
You don't know. There's still one more room to explore.
I was asking the party.
Open it up.
All those
The
books,
Diov
all the books in the room have just been slowly made their way into Diov's backpack.
As you look into this
quick
last
question.
room. Yep, go ahead, Red.
Is this a hallway, or is this just...
It is a hallway. It was supposed to be a secret door, but
Secret
sorry.
door.
My bad.
It's okay. It's my bad for revealing it because I'm lazy. You notice, Diov, as you open the door, something comes alive. Something begins to talk, and you can hear in a language that you do not understand.
Beep boop, beep
These
boop.
robot people, individual humanoids, these these robots are all on crates, and they seem to be saying something in a language that you do not understand constantly. And it was not like this before. It was only when you opened this door you began hearing it.
Saying the same thing over and over.
It does seem that way.
Like, are they chanting in unison, or are they all saying the same thing but discordantly?
Discordantly.
Does anyone understand this, Zootool?
I don't speak beep boop.
That's offensive, first of all.
That's literally what you
And I'd like
He
to
he can use that word.
yeah,
'Cause
that's my
It's
word.
just
for
others
my
can't.
people.
that's my word.
Are there like any like levers or like any kind of mechanical mechanism that seems to be on each of them?
I would
Nope.
like to cast tongues on myself. Sorry.
All right. You cast tongues, and you can understand any spoken language, and the target speaks to a creature that knows at least one. You hear them say, and where is it? You hear them say, "The floor is lava. The floor is lava. The floor is lava. The floor is lava. The floor is lava." And that's just all they're saying.
Is the floor lava?
It does not look at all lava to you.
I toss a torch on the floor.
As you toss a torch onto the floor, clink, clink, clink. Nothing happens.
Spider, you can fly, right?
I can, yes.
Perhaps.
Why?
Do any? I assume we need to get a better look at some of these to find which one of them might be a priest of the. I assume they're all creations of him, but if we need a high priest of his religion, then we might need to get a better look at them.
All hail artificers.
As
Yep.
you say this, Bhranti, do you step into the room and say this?
I mean, I would like lean my head in. All hail artificers.
One of them looks over to you and speaks to you in the language that you do not understand. But Muad, you hear it, and you can just say, or you hear it say, it looks to Bhranti and says, "Hail, Artificius. Yes, hail, Artificius. The floor is lava, the floor is lava, the floor is lava, the floor is lava."
That one.
Can I see from where I'm standing? Are they like broken, or is this programmed?
Or are they like convinced that the floor is lava?
This is an insight check.
Okay.
Ooh, I like
how
that.
about- I can do an insight check, but I have an idea. What if,
Nice
and
guys.
hear me out. Oh. What if the floor isn't lava when the door is closed?
Oh.
Like a kid's game. Like what we used to play with, Bhranti, you would come over when Drago and I were having impossible time getting the kids to bed and we would play games. It kind of reminds me of that.
Oh, right.
I mean, I could go in, fly in, like smear myself to the ceiling so hopefully they can't get me and see what happens, and then I'll like knock on the door if I need to be let back out.
I will telepathically connect us again.
Okay.
Okay,
All right.
fly to the roof.
Yep, fly
Close the
into the
door.
room. Mm-hmm.
Spider, as
All
you
right.
fly into the room,
The rain is lava. The rain is lava.
you notice that all the robots begin like looking at you. They stay where they are. They're looking at you, and Muad, you can hear them say, "Danger, miss, you're in danger. The floor is lava. Danger, be careful. The floor is lava. Do not touch the floor. The floor is lava. Miss, you're in danger." And they just keep saying the same thing.
Mod, what are they saying?
Don't worry about it. No, they're just saying the floor is lava. I mean, I think the floor is fine.
I mean, I
They
could
could just-
legitimately make the floor lava.
Let's not.
Um,
Let's not do that. I am in this room with them.
I don't think it's backwards, dear darling. Can I do a medicine check or an Arcana check on the one that responded to me?
And what are you trying to determine?
If perhaps they have been, we know that Peter Parker is Peter Parker is very adept when it comes to mechanical creatures. So it wouldn't be, I think, out of the realm to believe that he maybe could have fried these guys' brains a bit and made them and convinced them that the floor is in fact lava, so they don't try to free their master.
I would allow a medicine check with disadvantage or an arcana check with disadvantage. The only person who would not have disadvantage would be Muad. She said, I don't care.
Arcana is one.
I am an Arcana cleric. It's like my thing.
So, Bhranti, you notice that that is a potential. In fact, that is probably very legit. By what it sounds like that Muad is relaying to you is that these things are convinced that the floor is lava, and they are in fear of their lives. And I will be right back. I need to pee.
Maud, perhaps you could convince them that you've upgraded their boots to walk on this particular type of lava, and that it's safe to come out now.
Yeah, or rewrite the.
Also, if it helps, I could make the entire room dark and tell them that they are not walking. Or, well, someone else could tell them. I could.
Yeah.
But
How would they find the door?
they just feel around. Also, we could just drag the boxes they're around until they're out the door while being on top of the box.
Well, it might not just be that specific floor. It might be the floor, period. So even if we drag them out, they might freak out.
Well, then they'd still be on their box, though.
These are creatures of logic. If you can make them believe logically that they have nothing to fear, then perhaps they will relieve themselves.
For starters, if the
Alright,
floor was in fact lava, the wooden crates that they are standing on would have been ash long ago. A starting point.
F it, we ball. Can I walk up to this one?
Sure.
And
Okay, I'll just start screaming.
yeah,
they do begin
No.
saying, "Sir, the floor is lava. Be careful, sir. The floor is lava," and they're like really concerned for you.
I mean,
Oh,
it's kind of obviously not lava if I'm not hurt, right? Do you guys see that? And also, how well do you guys think wooden boxes would hold up to lava?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check, and the DC is 30.
I start rattling off facts about the history of damn it, never mind.
You had one job.
I don't think that helps.
Oh, I'm good at that, but I can't talk.
Yeah.
It's almost like I designed each of these rooms with you
yeah.
all in mind.
I'm adding a D10. To
Adding a D10.
Yeah.
27.
Beautiful.
There you go.
All right. The different robots look at each other and go, "That makes logical sense. Logic. Yes, logic. That is logical. You are very logical. You look like one of Artificius's, but not one of Artificius's. Who are you?"
Confusion.
Do I be snarky? No. Just an adventurer. This is my own design. Yeah, at this point it's my own design. Originally it wasn't, yada yada yada. But
Ship of Theseus and all that.
yeah.
You
Really
remind
just
us
saying.
of our deity. You are most welcome.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Definitely not going to go to
But
his head.
we do have to awaken your deity. If perhaps you would like to help us.
We know the ritual. Yes, we could help.
Is one of
Well then,
you his? Did the book say we needed like the high priest, or is it any one of his followers?
It said typically was done by the high priest, but it could be any of the followers.
Is any of you the high priest for Artificius?
Yes, that is me over here. And this guy over here shouts.
What's the only followers?
okay.
It is my great pleasure to meet you. My name is Cybernetic Construct 18514, but you can call me Cece.
Perfect. That's odd. We know a TT.
That is very strange and coincidental. The
And not
logical
at all.
assumption of happening is 1 in 10 to the 57, 3, 2, 5.
Definitely not my bastard child.
Mm, Why's he gotta be a bastard?
Perhaps these worshippers could make ready the room in which their patron is to return.
All right. Muad'Dib, do you say anything?
Yeah, I relay everything. I don't know if I want to do anything else with these guys. Seem like nice people.
All right. As the first one jumps off, the one right in front of you to the north jumps off, and you immediately hear a boiling and explosion within the crate. The lead box that was harboring the glyph of warding explodes and summons the lava. And Muad'Dib, I'm going to need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Uh-oh.
Bastards lied to me. The floor is lava. Wait, that's not the right one. That's the same thing. It's a plus
All
one.
right. That's a failure. You're going to take the full damage, 111 damage.
I am resistant.
That's good, because as he does that, the rest of the robots begin panicking, saying, "The floor is lava! The floor is lava!" And this one, this robot that jumped off, very much is gone. Like it just gets boiled alive. You hear screams and yelling and crying as the lava begins to cool around it. Yeah, it was kind of a gory scene.
Is all of the floor lava now?
No, it only spread out about 10 feet from the radius. Probably 5 feet from the radius. So I'll show you a little thing. Oop, something like that. And it just poured out and then just began to solidify. And it's still pretty hot. So don't get me wrong, it's definitely hot. But it was like an initial blast of lava. Just it came out.
Do all the boxes have glyphs of warding?
As you do a quick investigation, you notice that inside the wooden box, there was a lead box that prevented a detect magic. And you believe that the glyph of warding was inside the lead box, and when the pressure from the lava summoning occurred, it exploded the lead box, releasing the lava into the wooden box, which burned and came through.
Can we figure out what the trigger was for it?
It seemed as soon as this robot jumped off of this crate, that was the trigger.
So, yeah, trigger. I mean, can't we just do the initial plan of just pushing the boxes?
Or I could lift them out.
Pretty much should be all at once.
Maybe we
But
can
we could just
levitate
do
them
it.
out.
We could just do it with the one that we need for the ceremony.
I would very much prefer that my brethren are unharmed, but I want them out of the situation if you could spare the time.
Well, that is obviously our end goal, but we figured once we get Artificers free, he will obviously, in his true intelligence, know exactly how to fix this issue.
That does seem logical.
Correct.
So you said it was this guy? Right here?
Yep, that's the dude.
Hang on a sec.
CC.
Cool.
Chichel.
Okay. I'm gonna walk over to him. I'm gonna grab his hand. I'm gonna tell. Oh boy. Well, this is gonna hurt some of you, and I really
What
hope
about
you guys don't die.
Why don't we
What
just
about-
figure out a plan that doesn't do that?
yeah? Just have two toughies grab the box with him on it. He balances or hangs onto their shoulders, does not leave the box, and we carry him into the main chamber. Spider, Demon Daddy.
Yes,
Gross.
you rang.
I was gonna say Spider, and I would assume Demon Dad are our two strongest individuals.
Yeah, I can help.
Definitely not they. Oh, look at you.
Oh, look at you being enthusiastic and participating.
Okay, don't scare him off.
So, since the box is the trigger, I do want to get him off the box. So if we could like bring him to over here, I can thunderstep him off the box. So it just kind of goes off without any.
I was gonna say, does it seem like the AoE of the lava would take out anybody else?
Thunderstep
yeah,
would
there are-
destroy the boxes around him, which would cause the traps
Yeah.
to go.
Exactly.
Correct.
A
So
little bit of a chain
no
reaction.
to what you're doing, Monted.
Well, no, I'm saying when we bring him out to like here, so outside of the room. So the box goes off and then it resolves itself with no damage.
I mean, we can try.
All right. So, Muad, what you trying to do?
So
Nothing yet.
nothing, yeah, nothing yet. But the two strong boys, or lad and lady, pull High Priest number 1, CC, out to here. So when I can teleport him off the box explodes and does its thing without anybody in the AoE.
Okay.
As soon as Spider flies into the room, I will cast Enlarge on her to give her advantage on all her strength checks.
Ah, all right.
Thank you.
Spider.
Plus
go
a
ahead and
D4
do
to it, though, right? Or that's
That's
an
two
attack.
attacks.
I will guide her then as she flies in.
All right. This DC is only an 18, Spider, so you can go ahead and make an athletics check.
With advantage, because she's got the demon boy
Double
helping.
fist.
Oh, beautiful.
Nice. With that, you are able to grab the crate with the Demon Daddy and get CC out the door without anything going off at the time. You release CC. Let me get CC's token. And as you guys remove CC, the robots begin getting worried. They just witnessed the floor is lava and one of their own dying horrendously in front of them. And they begin kind of having a freak out. They're worried. They're worried that they're going to die. They're worried that they will not be able to see Artificius. They
Please,
do not understand Bhranti. So
I'll act as translator from now on.
Friends, please just calm your sweet heads. I promise you, nobody else will be lost today. It is forever our plan and desires to get every last being out of here in one piece. And if you freak out, that makes everything much more unlikely.
Was that just on my end, or was Jesse cutting in and out there?
Just on your end, you've been cutting in and out for us, by the
Okay.
So in terms of, I need a persuasion check from Muad.
Oh, yeah.
Two. As you say this, one of them jumps and leaps off and just as that happens, the lava begins to flow. In order to prevent more lava from breaking, this specific one tries to get out. Is there anything anyone wants to do to try and save this one
It's just
robot?
the one.
It's just the one.
I cast Vortex Warp and teleport him out.
All right. Do you do anything to prevent the lava from flowing to the other sides?
Well, let me actually check something for Vortex.
Because it might just vortex warp all the goo as well.
Muad did make another persuasion check. It seems like after that happened, they are extra freaked out and are worried again.
Damn.
Not good enough. All right, next one comes
I'm
out.
above a 5. How far is that?
Oh God, kid screaming.
No,
It is
God, I was like,
30 feet.
who's was?
What's the
Okay,
size class of these boxes?
Size class? I'd put them at medium and large.
Okay, sorry. Let me do some math here real quick. I'm gonna try at least to save some of them. I'm gonna cast Animate Objects at 8th level. So 2, 4, 6, so 16. So I can get 4 boxes, and then they can move. I think they have a fly speed of 30 feet. So this guy, hold on, let me just start marking these off. So this guy's good. This guy's dead.
Okay.
Oh no, that's the guy that Vortex.
Yep.
That last guy that just jumped is pretty much dead unless anybody else can fly him or teleport him. Or
Teleport him if I can get to him.
the 2 on the left, Jesse, are the ones that Spider got out.
No, Spider got the one in the middle, and the 2 on the bottom. Those are the ones that originally came down, and they were the first ones to die.
Did Zutor get anybody out?
Zutor helped get Cece out.
So it took both of them to lift him up?
Yeah.
With her being enlarged?
Yep.
Damn. Okay. All right. I'm gonna 4. Whoever looks the no, this isn't gonna work. Sorry. We're just gonna move
Question.
them, and then the trap's gonna go off. And
Does the Rufus, the glyph of wardings, are they? I'm assuming they're epic level magic.
They are inside lead, so that's why you can't even detect them.
Right, but we can see the remnants of the ones that have exploded. Were they
Indeed.
epic level magic?
Summoning lava. Diov, how do you summon lava?
I was gonna make an epic skill check.
I would assume that yes, it is epic level.
All right. Can I do something kind of silly, Jess?
Sure.
I'm assuming they're all generally around the same height, right? Off the ground.
Yeah, sure.
Can I cast Hungry Fissure and open up the ground and swallow up the boxes and close it up before they hit the ground?
Whoa. All right, we're gonna do some Arcana trickery. This is gonna be a DC 40 check. Arcana check to see how good you are at your magic manipulation.
Diov, do you have inspiration?
I do not.
I would
I
like to
do.
give you mine.
Okay.
You have advantage on the check.
I still got to roll a 16 or higher for a 40.
I will give you also a default.
Is this an epic check, Jesse?
You choose that, not me.
I'm saving my extra +5 epic check for putting the soul back. Yeah. All right, so 3. So I have to roll a 13 or higher on advantage. All right, Lady Luck, be on my side. Fuck yeah.
43. Lovely. Well, 46.
46.
You guys watch as the fissure opens up and these robots begin to fall. The lava that was already pooling and cooling begins to drip down or fall down into the crevice. These robots begin to fall as more and more, as they leave the crates, the lava begins to flow. And right at the second where the robots were going to be on level ground, Diov closes it up. There is still a steam in the air as it is very hot, but the
Quickly.
rest of the robots are able to escape. That was beautiful.
Okay.
Thank you.
So what's happened to robots being good at taking direction as they like pass her through the doorway, even though they don't understand her?
Does Muad say anything to that?
I wouldn't spare their feelings. They don't seem very smart.
You have saved us. You are now our new leader. No, I'm just kidding.
The claw.
The claw.
Mhm.
So they come out and they are ever thankful, and they say to Muad'Dib, are you planning on summoning Artificius?
Yeah.
It has been quite some time. He has missed multiple rituals. We have not summoned him in a very long time.
Well, you have been stuck on boxes for quite some time.
That is indeed logical. Well, let us get to it.
Yeah, there's quite a few cobwebs to clean up. Don't want your god coming back to a dirty temple, do you?
Agreed. Sir, all the books are gone. Oh no, our library has been raided.
Must be somebody else. Weird.
Oh, there's lovely rafters, aren't there?
Can I take a quick little rest?
Like a hour-long rest?
I just need a short rest. Yeah.
So an hour-long rest.
Yeah.
Unless someone has prayer of healing.
He wants his spell
Are you?
slot.
Yeah.
Well, prayer of healing is a short rest nowadays.
Really?
Yeah, with one D&D, it's considered a short rest. Yeah. That's why prayer of healing is going to be like the new best spell ever, because it gives you a short rest in under 10 minutes.
No, let's see.
All right, you guys taking a short rest?
Oh, I do have it prepared. Okay, yes, I will cast Prayer of Healing.
You guys feel that short rest feeling come to you pretty quickly, and in under 10 minutes, you all take that short rest, and it feels wondrous.
Under the 1 D&D rules, do we still get the healing from that, or do we just expend your dice as if it was a short?
It's all like a short rest. All it is instead of a short rest taking an hour, it's now 10 minutes. At least
So
I
you
think.
can
I'd have to
expend
double-check it.
hit dice, y'all.
And them hit dice, Kaelor.
Yep. Oh boy.
That's just an hour of Kaelor rubbing his temples in a clockwise motion.
10 minutes, but yeah.
Oh yeah, 10. Little comfrey. All right,
Yeah.
go ahead.
No, that was supposed to be for me. My mic picked it up, unfortunately. Just
Oh.
making noises. I'm a weirdo.
Giggity.
Shall we attempt to wrest a god's soul from a box into a giant orb of death?
Oh, I thought we were going to do the next lava room.
Oh, yeah, I suppose we could do that. We have the instructions, yeah.
Correct.
And we have a flyer who doesn't have to touch the lava ground.
Like a little box of a sticky aphid, a sticky aphid fly trap.
I
Sorry, I think that was Rhiannon talking to my brother.
Okay.
given the instructions, is this specifically just a feat of like knowing which ones to do and strength, or is there additional involved with this?
Yeah. So it is either or a strength or strength check or acrobatics check. The lava is hardened in certain places, but one misstep could be real bad. You also notice that as you like put a hand inside the room, that ring that you wear that's always like semi-magical no longer is emanating magic.
Oh, so we got anti-magic in here. Very lovely.
It is a strictly mechanical room.
Well, I think we know somebody who's very good at that.
Does anybody have a rod of immovable rod?
Does someone have one?
Yes,
I do.
I mean, you could. I assume you, being almost athletic person, can do this one. But I was just thinking to keep your feet off the ground that's crumbling beneath you. You could sort of monkey bar your way around with the immovable rod. I suppose you could fly. Oh no, immovable rod is also magical. Never mind.
There we go. Then I have this feeling that Fighter is going to be very good at this. I will guidance her, but is there something? There is a spell, right, that you can specifically. That might be a druid spell. Now that I think about it.
Are the chains low enough that she could jump from the doorway to a chain?
Yeah, with a proper athletics or acrobatics check.
Okay. Shall I proceed?
Yes,
Right.
I was thinking of casting a spell to help you, but then I felt like if I cast a spell on you, as soon as you entered the aura of anti-magic, it would be dispelled. So.
All right. So the DC for this one is only a 30. And with that DC, let's see. Where is it? Activation. So on a failure, you will go into the lava and take 18 d10 lava damage, fire damage. 5 or more, if you fail by 5 or more, you are restrained and will need to use an action to get out. And on a 10 or more, the fumes are so intense you fall unconscious if you fail a con save.
Okay. Well,
No pressure there.
I
I
have-
very non-magical rope and tie it around.
To like pull her just in case. Okay. Whenever you're ready, make that acrobatics or athletics, whichever you prefer. DC is 30.
I'm gonna anchor off the rope on the pillar too.
Sure. All right. Failed by 5 or more. First things first, lava damage. As Spider jumps for the chain, she reaches the chain. Unfortunately, it was the chain that was kind of limp, and she crashes down into the ground, and her foot and body goes halfway into the lava, and you take 81 points of damage, Spider. And you are restrained. It seems like the heat is intense, and you are restrained right now, and you need an action to get out. There is a rope that Diov and Bhranti are holding on to, so if you want, you can pull on it, and you have advantage on to get out of this restraint.
What would that be for strength?
It would be athletics or acrobatics again, or you can continue on saying, "Shoot that poop." Oh, actually, never mind. You have to do what I just said. Sorry.
Athletics and it is.
Nope. You gotta either do athletics roll or shoot your poop.
Shoot your poop. You turn into a monkey Oh, for the love of God. I will give her my inspiration and have her reroll that.
Reroll,
Thank
please.
you.
You can do it, Bhranti says. All right. So, because you have the rope, you do have advantage, so you get that 25.
Thank God.
And with that 25, you are able to get pulled out, and you do not take the extra point of damage, but you are back at square one.
Okay. Well,
Should we try again?
maybe. Okay. Let's maybe think about a different way to go about this.
I have a sort of silly cartoon-esque idea.
Did we forget that I? Oh wait, no, never mind. Never mind. Ignore
Rod.
me. I answered my own question.
Yeah.
Okay.
Could you maybe convince our friends who have let their god sit and simmer for 800 years because they thought the floor was lava? You think you can convince them to link up and create a bridge from this side over the lava for us to walk on to free their god?
I can sure try.
Maybe the other option.
Best of luck, darling.
The other option, Spider, is from this side. You could theoretically hit this lever quicker and use the
I'll try it.
chains. That way, you don't have to jump anywhere. You can just sort of connect to the chain and crawl.
I'll do it. Let's try it. What's the worst that could happen?
I have an idea.
Perhaps we should heal you up a little bit first.
Wait,
I'm
I have
fine.
an idea.
Kaelor starts waving his arms and mouthing, "I have an idea," but nobody hears him.
Yes, yes, Kaelor. Timmy's down the well.
Okay, so I'm going to. So,
Wait, I have a mental connection with you, sweetheart. You can just say it in my head.
okay. Wait, the floor is lava, but the walls might not be lava. And if the walls aren't lava, I can move through the walls.
But the magic, it's all anti-magic in there. You can't use any magic.
Spells are magic.
Yes.
Great magical effects.
But that does give me a thought. I do have pikes. What if she climbed through, like, on the wall?
Hey, you
Right.
could definitely give your pitons to Spider.
Spider? Piton for you? Piton? Piton?
We?
Is that?
Okay. I don't know what that is, but okay.
It's like a spike.
It's like a spike to climb. So you can use the wall itself. As opposed to
Okay.
just like jumping and then immediately blasting into lava.
All right, let's try it out.
Or anything it can help in the best ways.
I still think Golem Drawbridge is the smartest idea.
No, I love that idea. But I think that it would be pretty difficult to convince terrified men who just, or terrified constructs that just watched several of their friends burn up by lava to then go back in to a lava room.
Does having pitons and starting from this side lower the DC, Jess?
I will lower it to 28.
Okay.
So it's a 16.
Wish me luck.
Can we
Ow.
pitons give her advantage?
Pitons do give her advantage. That is a good point. Spider, you know the sequence. You know exactly what you need to do and how to do it. You jump. You actually take out several more pitons and you chuck them with such like ferocity that they like get right into the other side, and you make stepping stones on the walls, and you just flicked them all out, that you're able to jump and go from chain to chain, not even touching the floor, and able to lower this, what looks to be a cage, down below. And as it lowers, then you have to flick the switches the other way to lock it into place. And you realize that this is not a cage. This is a key. And as the other mechanisms begin locking into place through the cage, you then pull the final lever, and the cage begins to twist and turn along with those rods that were going in between the openings of the cage. And you hear some sort of an activation, a flow, if you will. And you can hear the flow heading westward to the shrine.
And the collective, ooh, from on the call.
Ah.
Exactly.
I do kind of like one of those like really silly, like showy, like poses of yes, I'm pausing for applause. Yes.
Well done, well done. Now get over
Thanks.
here while your
Okay.
children still have a mother.
All right.
All
And
right,
with that, there's one last room.
Mordib, perhaps you might lend me your technical brilliance with this sort of thing, and I could assist.
Damn right.
For the record, this is a religion or arcana check for this kind of a soul. Muad is the only one with advantage, so you can give that to someone else. The DC is 40. 5 or lower, you take 20 lightning damage. 10 or lower is going mad, and 15 or lower, you disintegrate, and your soul is put into the receptacle.
Bhranti, what's your religion? Rhiannon?
This is how I want to die.
Sorry, I was muted. My religion is plus 26.
So you have a slightly higher religion than I do Arcana. If he gives you his advantage, you can guide yourself, call it an epic spell check, get +5, and then I can give you a plus.
Deal.
Well, I may be able to give you a +8.
Unless Maud really
Didn't
wants a
roll
chance
one
to
anyway.
die.
Unless you would like to do it, Mod.
50-50. Higher than a 50, I do it. Not lower than that, common sense prevails. Well, he wasn't made with common sense, so that's how he's going out.
Right. That's the plan. I will guide him.
All right, you have guidance.
I guess he
Yeah.
+8.
All right, you got a +8.
Okay.
Got a D4.
I mean, he could still do Arcana, and his Arcana is pretty high.
Yeah. And I'm giving myself a D10.
And it's
Oh.
and this is an epic check, right, Mod? You're calling this an epic check.
Oh, I mean, I thought it was assumed.
So-
If it is, then you have to declare it, and you get a +5.
I would like to declare an epic check.
Got it.
So +5, +3, so 8, plus the D4. So +11, plus my 8, so +19.
And then plus, oh, you did the 5.
What if you got double natural ones?
That is
I
a
would kill
49.
All right, you guys watch as Muad'Dib takes out this beautiful spherical soul that is Artificious's soul, as you see Zutor look in awe as he says, "So you were lying to me. I respect it."
No, we weren't lying to you.
Muad'Dib steps through the electricity. He has a +15.
We're evenly matched. That's 33 to 30.
Wow.
Silvery barbs.
Really?
I get it. It's an at-will spell. I can do it as many times as I want.
All right. So Muad'Dib steps through the haze that is the electric field that you can feel. It is intense. Muad'Dib, you are focusing so hard on the runes of this contraption that you are looking at, and it is the most complex thing you have ever seen. You are able to navigate it superiorly and insert the soul without any kind of bad repercussions, and you back away slowly as the soul sinks into its spot, and the light begins to change and give off this emanating glow, and you can hear a flow as the soul gets sucked into like a pipe. It closes, and the electric field is gone, and you can hear and it's going westward through the pipe.
Let's go see. Let's go see.
You have no
Run
idea
over
how
to the.
badly I wanted to co-op this.
I know.
Shouldn't have given yourself that D8, I think.
Yeah. Oh well.
All right.
Sometimes I'm smart.
As you get there, you can see CC and all the other individuals are in their pews. And I'm going to put, where's CC? Where did he go? Ah, there he is. He is right here. And he begins saying, all right, this will only take about a minute, but I need to upload a piece of Artificius from myself into Artificius. And with that, we should be able to meet and converse with him as if he was here the entire time. All right, here I go. And just as he begins initiating the process, you can hear the beeping and booping of all the different robots there. CC is uploading something to Artificius, and as he does this, you see, yeah, exactly. You see the figure of Parker Van Horn reappear right around here. And he looks at you all, again, it's an illusion, but he looks at you all and just says, so, you are more clever than I expected. Contingency plans and all that. I make sure to have them. And he disappears. And you guys notice that the pillars on either side that had the angels and the demons, they begin to move, and they begin to come to life. And you can see before you, emerging from the pillars, are corrupted angels, as well as corrupted demons of Parker Van Horn. There are 8 in total.
Rolling initiative, I suppose.
And I think that is a great place for us to end the session.
Ooh, that's a lot of health on the board.
These epic creatures, Jesse.
Oh, you better believe.
Shit. For next time, I'd like to move 30.
At this point, Zutor yells and says, I'm gonna do my best to help. And he, you can see it. Wait, no, he wouldn't do that. Never mind. Fuck that.
He wants to kill some angel.
All right, cool. That is where we're going to leave it for tonight. And we never got to listen to my AI battle music, but here's a sneak peek.
This sounds like anime.
All right, so there's that. And yeah, that is where we're going to pick up next week. Good job, guys.
Shit.
You guys made it through the Temple of Artificius and are potentially summoning him.
Lovely. Lovely. Well, good night, everyone.
Good night.